Hi everybody, Trinity Phoenix Fire, and my first video. It's a new little situation here, and twisting up my hair a little something. This is one of the first videos I want to put into this series. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm 37, going on 38. Don't I look good? Honey, they say I'm over the hill, baby. Hi. No, I look good. Okay? All right. Video. And for those of y'all who waiting for this towel to drop, you're crazy. It's not going to drop. How I got into this position. All right, we are not about to have ladies and gentlemen, with the bottom line being I do have a Section 8 voucher, and I'm homeless. Let me tell you a little story. I did settle my situation. I moved to Los Angeles from Lancaster. I'm making my girls pop out a little more. All right, I'm making my girls pop out a little more. Okay, I call it the Holy Trinity. I've been miserable. I was put in a position by somebody who was supposed to be the first person in the world to protect me. My dad. All right, put it right here. Only on the ass. All right, only ass you want to pop out. What I can say is the aftermath is partially my fault. I'm not gonna take full blame for it. I put myself in a position where I had found myself at a nice place, and the paperwork was going in for it. It was it was settled how it was going to go. It was settled. The contract was settled. My paperwork was going into Section 8. And then I went to visit my father after I did this. I was so happy that I found this little place. And it was very nice little setup and everything. It was a nice little 2-bedroom house. And the person I was going to rent it from was willing to let me out of my contract once I found myself an apartment, because this was a room I was going to rent in a 2-bedroom house. So mind you, I was going to be in the 2-bedroom house by myself until they had gotten another tenant. So it was a nice, sweet setup for me. I chose it. And then I went to visit my dad. When I went to visit my dad, he had a conversation with someone who I don't care for her. I never have cared. Well, I tried to care for her. It was one of my dad's friends. And there's something wrong with that lady. She's not a lady. She's a female, not a lady. She ended up sticking her nose in my business, and he asked me if I wanted to stay with him. I agreed, because the way that I'm thinking, I can save more money, and I'm with my dad. So I had the time to find a place. Now, at the time, the problem was deposits. That is something I want to talk about, though, because you have landlords that will say that they will accept Section 8, but they have their stipulations. One of them was the deposit, which I found out that Section 8 does indeed help you to pay the deposit, which is awesome, because, well, who has $3,000 just laying around? So you have programs to help you, but you have $3,000 laying around. That does not sound right at all. So I know I'm not the only one who has this kind of issue, or who had that kind of issue. Anyhow, like I said, I found out that they do, in fact, take care of the deposit. Now, before I go on to that, let me tell you how this story went. I stayed with my dad, and because he was in such a hurry to get back to his peace, well, my, saving my money became, you only have 30 days. And this was in the middle of the month when it switched up on me. Now he claims he didn't, he told me from the beginning that it was 30 days. He did not. Why in the world would I take something that was a a permanent solution and trade it for something that was only 30 days? I would never do that. This is a whole place for me to live. For why would I trade that for 30 days sleeping in somebody's living room? I wouldn't. No one would. But my father insists that he told me from the beginning it was 30 days. He did not. He, in fact, told me that I had to thank the person that I don't care for this person. I never acted like, well, I acted like I cared for this person at one time. They betrayed my trust. That was it. That was it. And she knows it. That person is what they call an opportunist hoe. That's exactly what she is. I said it. Try to come from the horses. I said it. She's an opportunist hoe. And for some strange reason, they felt the need to discuss my life. 45. I'm 45. There's no reason why this female needs to discuss my life with my father. Other than the fact he keep feeding her information and she keep feeding him crap. So how did they screw me over? Dipping into my business. I'm thinking that it's a good thing. I'm going to stay with my dad. He says, oh, well, my wife comes back in March. I said that. He said his wife comes back in March. I go and stay out for overnight. It was a weekend. Yeah, I go and stay out overnight. I come back the next day. All of a sudden, she's coming back the next day. I don't know. Can y'all see stupid written across my forehead? It's stupid. I don't know. I don't see it. Anybody else see stupid written across my forehead? To mind you, he had just said she could be back tomorrow. I don't know. She could be back any day. She says March. But she could be back any day. All of a sudden now she's coming back the next day. After he had been telling me, oh, your time is running out. Something's not right there. I know what it is that's not right there. But not in this video. I'm not going to tell y'all about that in this video. What I am going to say is, I threw away a good thing for somebody who was supposed to help me no matter what. And now, about 2 days away from hitting the streets because I have no place to stay. I've been in this hotel for 3 days now, and it's a nice little hotel, very nice. And I just, when I'm thinking about the fact that I didn't have to be in this situation in the first place, and the very person that caused me to be in this situation is off somewhere enjoying himself, trying to get me to believe that he couldn't stay in the place either. I don't buy that. He was paying the rent for that house, and there's no reason why he's not there now. There's no reason why he would run from the place where your wife lives and run your daughter off from the place where your wife lives, where you were paying rent. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But what I'm going to do is what I always do. Survive. I can't go back and change it. I can't make him take responsibility for what he did. The only thing I can do is live and continue to make it. I have one friend who say that I can stay there until I get better funding. Talk about that in another video. And I have a maybe. But the bottom line is, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to do the best make the best of this time, do what I have. I've been putting in applications, but nowadays putting in an application for an apartment is a strenuous task, because now you have the landlords. Now that there's, we don't have to worry about the deposit. Now we have to worry about paying $40, $50 every time we apply for an apartment, where the people decide that they're not even going to tell you that you are not approved. They're just going to keep your money. I gave up maybe about $250 already just to fill out an application. Why does it cost so much for us to fill out an application? We're the ones doing the work. Why do we have to pay? And then there are people who scam. There's so many people out there trying to scam us so much. They want you to click on this link, and then when you click on the link, oh well, it's this much you have to pay this much to get your credit score or your credit report. And then those people take your information and they start charging your card, or they try to charge your card. It won't work for me because I got a secret. But they keep trying to charge my card. I've had things on my card like optics, some kind of optics, at 4:30 in the morning. Wasn't even in the same state that I'm in. It really grinds my gears. Dare I say. I mean, you got people out here that are purposely preying on people because they're trying to find a place to live. Like, how can you, why would you do that? There are people, they say, oh, click on this link, that's how you're going to get to see the apartment. So I started saying, okay, well, before I pay for any credit report, I'd like to see the place to make sure that I really want to live here. And that's when they don't respond no more. See, before, the first time I did it twice, I lost $50 because they asked me to go and click on this link. So I go to class and I'm like, I don't know what you're looking for. They don't even know how to phrase it correctly to tell you what they're looking for. They're just looking to see that you don't have any evictions on your record. But the site that they're telling you to go to is not telling you if you have anything on your record. It's telling what the credit score is. But now you've paid for them to do this service every month, and they start charging you every month for something that you don't have to purchase over and over again. You need one copy of your credit score, if that's what they're looking for, your credit report. You need one copy. Why is having the copy personally not good enough for these so-called landlords? Because it's a loophole, so they can say honestly, oh, it's equal opportunity housing, it's fair housing. No, it's fair housing for people that you are trying to root out. There's a certain kind of people you want in your building, you want in your unit. That's what they're doing. It's a legal discrimination. It's a loophole. So they say, oh, I accept Section 8. Some of them even have the audacity to say, well, I'm not waiting for the process. Then you don't accept Section 8. You know that it's a process to go through. Why would you say, yes, I accept it, but I'm not willing to wait for the process? That was an Asian man who told me that, by the way. It's illegal discrimination. There's nothing really anybody can really do about it. Now, when I leave here, I have to leave. Today's Thursday. I have to leave Saturday. This is the issue that I'm faced with. If they gave us vouchers, when things like this happen, it wouldn't happen. But I'm not blaming Section 8. It's not Section 8's fault. I'm grateful for the voucher that I have. Extremely grateful. I've had it for years. I've made sure that I've done what I was supposed to do to make sure that I stayed on the program because rent is hard to pay. Some people want $2,000 and better for a one-bedroom apartment. Now you have people who are renting rooms and they want just as much for the deposit. Some people are renting rooms for 18, 16, $1,800 a month. That's a whole apartment. And they want the deposit the same as an apartment. So you might as well rent an apartment. If you're going for a place for $1,800 and you gotta have $1,800 to move in, that's the same as getting yourself an apartment. That's greed. That's not helping out the situation. California has a homeless crisis. This is why. Because there's not enough people speaking up for people like me. Yeah, I'm in the, I'm not gonna say poor, but I'm good. But I'm on disability. I can't get up there and go out there and bust my behind every day. My physical ailments will not allow me to do that. They will not allow me to work for somebody else by somebody else's standard. So I do with what I have. And when you got to find housing and you have to go through, you know, go through the ringer, you have to really root out the people who are really trying to actually help you and who's not. There's the scammers and there's the people who actually want to try something, want to try to help you, but it falters because you have some that aren't willing to wait. You have some that are don't have the place together so that the inspection can be done right away, so the county the section 8 can help you to move in right away. I just saw a place a couple of days ago, and the place isn't even ready. It's not even finished. She says it won't be finished until the middle of February. I filled out the application. I paid my last $50. I haven't heard from her since. I could have went somewhere to see another place and paid that my last $50 and had my RTA filled out, and the paperwork will be going through right now. Did I send a message? Did I let her know that I did it? Yes, I did. I got a confirmation that they received my information. But did I hear anything back? Nope. They just got my little $50 and gone. I have 2 days before I hit the street. 2 days. And the very same person that got me in this, that put me in this situation, is out with a roof over his head right now. A whole motorhome put up somewhere. I don't know. For all I know, he done went and got it, and him and his little girlfriend is off doing whatever they do. I have dealt with, having to hold my tongue. Money that I had, that I did get, he was right there with me spending it, shopping for food. I got him a little dinky pair of sneakers. I bought some sneakers from Walmart. I got him a pair. He talked me into getting a laptop. And then I had not just the laptop, but I had to get the mouse to go with it. Like, everything is all good. Then all of a sudden, my wife is coming back. So first of all, sir, you pay the rent. That's your wife. I'm your daughter. Why do I have to leave anywhere? And you've been paying the rent for this apartment the whole time. But I have to go before she gets here? That to me don't sound right at all. I would never do any of my kids that way. Not my kids by birth and not my kids by love. So now I'm fixing this mess by the grace of God, because it's only him that I can turn to. that I know is going to be there absolutely 100% all of the time. And it's the only reason that I am able to still get up and say that I'm still going to be a good person, that I still have my faith. Because if I let go, I can't make it on my own. Everything would scare me. Everything would be terrifying to me. I wouldn't know which way was up, and I'd end up back on drugs, illicit. I'm clean. I'm good. I love smoking my weed. I'm a stoner. I'll always be a stoner. I know when to do it, where to do it, how to do it. My body hurts for the most part, but I'm okay. No stereotypical BS. None of that. I'm happy with me. All of this here is going to get fixed up in a minute because I love sparkly. I love putting sparkly eyeshadow on. I love putting sparkly lipstick on. I love my nose ring. I love all of this. All of this, who I am, is helping me on my journey. Walking with Christ. Seeking, however, you want to put it. Holy Spirit resides in me. I do unconventional things. Some would say you don't act like a 45-year-old. I do act like a 45-year-old. I act like a 45-year-old me. Who I'm supposed to be. Who I am. I refuse to be anybody else. I won't be anybody else. I don't take advice from people who don't have any business giving advice to anybody because they in the situations themselves. That old opportunist hoe I was telling y'all about, his little girlfriend, yeah. Begging to get to his wife's house. Why would you be begging to go to his wife's house? And then I heard him tell her, you're rushing something that you already know is going to happen. Then you keep saying you got till the 31st, you got till the 31st. Then the 31st coming, all of a sudden your wife is coming home. Come on now, miss me with that. That was all wrong. And now my husband and I are at at odds because my best friend stepped in and said that I could come and stay with him until I can get some funding up so that I can rent a room. So I can get back here and rent a room. I have to ignore his feelings right now because I'm the one who got to worry about being in the street. I'm the one who got to worry about where I'm going to lay my head, not him. I love him with all my heart, but I can't deal with that extra drama right now. That is nothing but extra drama. That is nothing but extra stress to me. I have to keep myself above the BS because if I don't, that's when I'm going to shatter. And I'm walking with my faith, not by sight. I pray something comes through between today and tomorrow where I can at least put in my paperwork. The manager at the hotel where I am, told me to come and see him before I totally check out tomorrow, Saturday. So maybe, there's a way I could stay a few, I have enough to stay a couple of days more. Um, but I really have to make a decision. And, yes, this is my introductory video, but I raw dogged it because I want you to see where I come from the jump. I mean, this is day 3 into me staying in a hotel, but I wanted to open it up when I was ready. And believe me, y'all, there's a lot between trying to get your paperwork filled out for your Section 8 to you know, finding out what the neighborhood is like. I really like it here in San Gabriel. Um, It's awesome. I've been in neighborhoods where I have been stared at like I was some kind of zoo animal or something. I don't like that. I mean, I don't mind somebody seeing me or whatever. We see people every day, all day. But it's when you, and then you, that is rude. That's so rude. But what can you say? What can you do? But move on. It's uncomfortable, and there's no reason for that. There's no reason for that whatsoever. I'm testing this out too. I wanna. Okay. A really dark. Huh? Oh wow. Now this looks like one of those videos. I'm lost. I don't know where I am. There's no snot coming from my nose. Oh, I have me crying. I know. And and Husk, I hear birds. I mean, they call to me. Caw, caw. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. That's just funny. Let us see this one. Is that natural light? Oh, there's no light. Oh, oh. Okay, that's going down. Color. That's what's going up. One of these will make it change colors. There we go. Oh, see my shadow? See that? Look, shadows. Oh, snap! Oh my god. I'm not moving. Look, look. That's not me. That is not me. It's gone now. Oh, it's back. Yeah, so what do you do? That's what you do. When you're facing situations, make the best of it. Try to find the positive. We're going to do this again. We're going to do this again. Trinity's Playgrounds. This is what Trinity's Playgrounds mean. My introductory video. Hello, how are you? To let it be known. And, let me know what you think. Um, I want to do this. I've been trying to get into this, making these videos and dropping them for a long time. But so many things came up in the way of it, and finally, this time I was settled enough, long enough to get my equipment and put some of my equipment together so that I'll be able to uh, broadcast or drop videos or whatever the case may be. Um, with no judgment, with no interruptions. Trinity's Playgrounds. I talk about a lot. I will touch on a lot. I'll touch on a lot. You get to know that part of my personality. Um, I make fun of a lot of things. I do use comedy for pain. I got that from one of my heroes, Kevin Hart. Shout out to Kevin Hart, Chocolate Chopper. Don't give me a call though, cause I'm married and you married too. But you the greatest. I love you, Kevin Hart. Oh, anyway, that's the side point. Um, um, but you know, facing reality is facing reality is hard for a lot of people to do. Um, it is. It's a real slap in the face. Life can suck sometimes. I mean, life can. Oh my gosh. Life can suck harder than a $2 hoe trying to get that $5 up out of somebody. I mean, it can be awful. I came to California in 2006, and ever since I've been here, it's been one race after the other. I'm grateful. I am entirely grateful because the things that I have gone through show how strong I am, shown my resilience, shows how much I love myself and how much I love my Lord. I became ordained. I've had my children taken. I've fought with DCFS. I have had two illicit drug issues, which I call spells. It was a spell. But I got over it, through it. Um, I'm happy to say that. I don't mind giving my testimony. Lets people know that if you're there, you can get out of it, and it's okay. Don't worry about it, how anybody else feel about it. I've had people be mad at me because I wasn't as high as they was. I've had people be mad at me because I saw joy and chose to sing and chose to praise God rather than to sit around and get high. Blasted because, well, I love smoking my weed. Sometimes out in some of these videos, you like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. You will take this journey with me and you will see I smoke. And I'm not ashamed. It's partially the reason why I'm getting through what I'm getting through now. Because I step out, have me a nice little a joint. I said joint. And I'm relaxed. My body isn't in as much pain. I am okay. But I will find a way a way to survive. I'm gonna make it. This isn't the end for me. This is a beginning. And the person that, caused this to happen, I pray for him too. I don't hate my father. I'll never stop loving my dad. He's my dad. I love him. He used to be one of my favorite people. But I don't see him the same way anymore. I've been stopped seeing him in a certain way because I knew that in his life, I'm the first one to go. And he does this every time. There's no reason. My father has a whole motorhome and a van that is partially built on. It's comfortable, it's got a bed and everything. True, I don't have my driver's license, so I couldn't drive it nowhere. But there's ways. He could have purchased this land and parked his stuff on there, and I at least until I could get something else together, I could have stayed there. But he doesn't want that. He wants all of his stuff to himself. He don't want to share anything. So I'm out here now. Friday, Saturday, he'll come pick me up, pick up my stuff. I might have to put it I might have to put it in a storage. That's gonna cost money. So my little funding, my pocket money, my pocket change is dwindling down. If it wasn't for the fact that this hotel has a refrigerator and it has a microwave, I don't know how I was gonna eat. So I saved some money purchasing food from the supermarket, getting a little Chinese takeout, which is fantastic. The hotel that I'm in, they have a maid service. It's wonderful. They do a great job. I didn't even have the card out there, and she came knocking on the door. So I let her do her job. I asked her I need to get out the way or anything. She was wonderful. It smells great in here. It smells like bleach. It's an amazing place that I'm in. Um, we'll see what happens. I'll post another video depending on the views I get. You can. I'm open to suggestions. I'm willing to answer any question you may have. Please don't judge me, because well, only I know the entire story. So, like I said, if anybody wants to know anything, just ask me, and I will try to answer them in the next video. Or the next video, I carry on from there. All my videos won't be like this. Like I said, this is a journey, and this series is gonna be Trinity's Playgrounds, homelessness. So I'm gonna deal with that, and I hope to see you guys again.